Hey everyone, it's me Robert again. I was just going to share a project that I was playing with. I have my old Acer Aspire 1 netbook, and basically I haven't used it in, I don't know, a couple of years or so. It's just too small basically. So it was a fad, basically we all know, during the time, but I was like, well, what can I do with this thing so it's not just collecting dust? So what I did was, right now tablets are kind of popular at the moment, and so I was like, well, I should try to make this thing into a tablet. So I went ahead and kind of hacked this thing apart and turned it into a quasi tablet. I'm not completely done with it. It's still running Macintosh on it. It's a Hackintosh that I did. So basically, here is the actual tablet redone. As you can see, I basically cut the top of the actual laptop netbook and then inverted the screen so then that way it's on the outside. And here you can see it booting up. On the inside, still not done. It needs to be better looking. I wanted to retain the actual keypad too because if you have a touch screen phone, you know how interesting and cumbersome it can be without physical keys. I still like them. So here it is booting up Apple. I think this is 10.6 or something like that. It's been a while. So I think hackintosh.org is the website that I got the information from. But pretty much booting up. I upgraded the thing a while ago. I think when I bought the thing to the maximum of 1.5 gigabytes of RAM, and then everything else is pretty much stock. I think it has 120 gigabytes of hard drive storage on here, and it has the Atom Intel chip, and it still has all the ports. Nothing really else has been changed too much with it. I wanted to retain its shape because if I ever wanted to go back to what it's supposed to be, I wanted to have that option. The only thing, my next thing, is that I have to buy another of these LCD cables to make it longer, so then that way I can actually make it go through the top portion of this and then actually fill this part with the back that I cut out from the front. Also, there was a magnetic piece, I think, on this side or this side, one of these sides, that basically when you close the lid closed, it actually turns the screen off, so I actually had to take that off too. Eventually, I'm going to try to make the webcam work too, so turn that around and put it right here, and then also the microphone, which would go opposite sides. So I also made it so then that way, basically, if you're like this, because originally I had it so the screen was this way, I guess you would say, and then I didn't like that because you still kind of have to hold it all the time, and I wanted to use its actual opening. So say if I'm using it as a book reader or something like that, I could just set it on the ground and then it would stand up by itself, as you can see. I guess you can kind of see. So anyways, that's why I had to turn the LCD around, and that's why you have to buy another LCD cable to make the cables longer. I think there's 17 actual tiny wires that control basically the LCD along with the USB camera and microphone. And then also the other part that I bought off of eBay was the touchscreen, so that would complete the actual touchscreen portion of it. So as you can see here, you can just touch and it should open. I had to go online and find the proper, let me hide this, proper tablet LCD overlay I can't talk right now. Sorry. The actual drivers for it, because it was messed up and I had to calibrate and there was nothing. Originally, what I wanted to do was actually put Android on this thing, so then that way it could be running Android mobile platform on it. However, I was using VirtualBox and it doesn't really work too well. So it actually makes the screen flicker, and it's just not calibrated as well. So I think what I'm gonna do in my car, I actually use Centrifuge, which is a touch-friendly type of user interface. And there's also an online community that makes applications for it. So I think that would be best at the moment. So I'm gonna have to actually either make this dual boot Windows, and then also the Mac interface, so then that way I don't lose all the information that's actually currently on this thing. So anyways, here it is. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I need to buy another battery. Thing died on me since I hadn't used it in a couple of years, and then that's about it. So if you have any questions on what I did, go ahead and leave me a comment on the bottom. And then, yeah, if you basically have some time, a Dremel, and a little bit of cash for the overlay for this thing, then you can do the same thing. So I guess that's what happens when you have extra time. So anyways, again, leave some comments down in the comment box, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.